What's up guys, today I'm going to talk you through my most anticipated films of 2020. Very briefly, very quick, just to get them out there. By the time I edit this video and get them out there, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these films are actually already out. So we'll see if they are worth the anticipation and wait. First up, Black Widow, the next Marvel Cinematic Universe film, a prequel film as well, because, well, spoilers, Black Widow, not in the MCU anymore. And Scarlett Johansson returns. You've got Florence Pugh in there as potentially, there's rumours that she might be Taskmaster, but there's also rumours that she's being built up to replace Scarlett Johansson in the MCU, which either way I'm cool with. Great actress, get her in there. You've also got David Harbour from Stranger Things coming in and playing essentially the Russian version of Captain America. The first trailer came out, it looks like it's going to be much more grounded, spy thriller kind of action movie rather than a big superhero extravaganza that we've been getting recently. So much more in the vein of like Captain America, Winter Soldier than say Avengers movies. So I'm all for that. Get a different vibe going with these films. So Black Widow comes out, I believe, February maybe? I can't remember off the top of my head. But it comes out fairly soon as of recording. It looks good. The trailer looks like it's got some good action scenes in there. I like Scarlett Johansson as an actor. She says and does some questionable things here and there, but let's ignore that. Yeah, this looks like a good film. Tenet, the next film from Christopher Nolan. This is a weird looking film. It looks really good. Christopher Nolan, in my opinion, has never made a bad film. Some are better than others, but none are bad. This one is a kind of spy, science fiction, action thriller, it seems. There are rumors out there that it could be a secret sequel to Inception, which I'm kind of hoping it isn't. I love Inception. That's one of my favorite films of all time. It's, in my opinion, Christopher Nolan's masterpiece. So distance it from that. I think that would be a smart thing. But it's got the guy from BlacKkKlansman in there, along with Robert Pattinson. Lots of cool action stuff in there, a lot of good special effects. And when it's Christopher Nolan, you know that half the time he's doing them practically. He doesn't use CGI all that much. So it looks like he's messing around with time again. That's a key motif with Christopher Nolan. He loves playing with time. Looks like there might be some sort of time travel elements or reversing time mechanic in this film. But the action scenes are cool. I saw the trailer and I saw the IMAX preview event, so I've seen like a full scene of this movie already. It looks like a Christopher Nolan movie, very stylish, great sound effects, great sound design. I'm hyped for this. Don't really know what it's about, except that it is a spy science fiction movie of some sort. And I've got a feeling this film's going to mess with people's minds. No Time to Die, the next James Bond movie, the final one starring Daniel Craig. Spectre, I thought, was a little on the disappointing side. I don't think it's a bad film, but I don't think it's a good film either. It's got problems. So I'm glad that Daniel Craig's coming back to really wrap up his Bond franchises, as it seems it's going to be. This one, Daniel Craig's in retirement, or Bond's in retirement rather. He's coming out because, well, there's a bad guy here, and he has to do something about it. Looks like Léa Seydoux, who was in Spectre, is returning, and it looks like she's maybe betraying him, or there's some secrets about her past which are coming back to haunt them or something. I don't know. It looks like that relationship's falling apart. You bring back Blofeld, which I think the trailer shouldn't have revealed. We already kind of knew that it was spoiled because, well, Christoph Waltz, he was seen while he was making the film. But it looks like he's only got a small role in the movie. He was only there for like 1 day or something. So they brought him back. He's going to be much more like a Hannibal Lecter kind of role in this one, it seems, where he's behind bars giving them advice or warnings or whatever. The main villain this time is played by Rami Malek, who's probably best known now as Queen Freddie Mercury from Bohemian Rhapsody. There are rumours surrounding his character, a bit like how they were about Blofeld in Spectre, but the rumours in this one are that he's playing Dr. No. I hope that's not the case. I'd much rather they have an original idea, an original story with an original villain, rather than revisiting old villains. One of the reasons I wasn't that keen on Spectre is because it's essentially just bringing back old ideas, an old villain, and reimagining them in a certain way. And yeah, Christoph Waltz I thought was fine as Blofeld, but Just make Rami Malek an original villain, please. Of course, it's too late now. Maybe he is Dr. No, maybe he isn't. But he looks cool. He's got a cool look about him. It's a little disappointing that it looks like he's the stereotypical disfigured bad guy, maybe in certain ways. But the trailer, I don't think the trailer was actually that good in terms of the way the trailer was constructed and edited. But it looks like it's got all the pieces in this movie to be a great film, a great action film. Cary Joe Fukunaga is directing it. He's a great choice. You got Phoebe Waller-Bridge, had a hand in writing it. Apparently she just had a quick overpass of the final script and added in some jokes and details here and there. So I don't think she's had a full writing experience on it. But still, her input is going to make a difference in this film, I feel. But yeah, it looks like a good film. It's going to wrap up Daniel Craig's Bond franchise, hopefully in a good way, a better way than what Spectre did. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Dune. Denis Villeneuve's new film, Dune. After Blade Runner 2049, which I think is a masterpiece, I can't wait for this. The cast of this film alone is incredible. I'm not going to list them all off because I'm going to forget some of the big names, but it's being led by Timothée Chalamet, good actor. This is going to be a science fiction epic. I believe it's been split into 2 parts. I've heard talks about that. I'm not sure how accurate those talks are. Either way, I know they wanted to make this into a franchise. The problem is that Denis Villeneuve's last film, Blade Runner 2049, despite being a masterpiece, despite being brilliant, didn't perform well at all. In fact, it was a bit of a bomb. So, fingers crossed this one is not only great, but it performs well because we might see more. But Denis Villeneuve, great filmmaker, great visionary. We don't know too much about this. Obviously, it's based on the classic novel. I haven't read the novel. I don't know much about the novel. But you have Denis Villeneuve, you have a classic novel, you have science fiction, you have this cast. What could possibly go wrong? So that's why I'm looking forward to this. Can't wait to see the first trailer. The last film I want to talk about is Ghostbusters Afterlife. The proper, real Ghostbusters 3. Let's pretend the 2016 one didn't happen. So this one, it looks like it's taking a different tone, a different approach. It looks like it's much more grounded and much more serious and believable this time around. It's worth remembering that the original Ghostbusters, technically speaking, is a comedy film, but it's still quite grounded, quite believable. The comedy in that film is very dry. At times you're not even sure they're making jokes. So I like how this has kind of evolved that a bit. It looks like the main focus here is Finn Wolfhard and Mackenzie, I can't remember her names, but the 2 kids are going to be the main characters here. You've got Paul Rudd in there as what seems like some sort of science teacher. The Ecto-1's in the trailer. It looks visually stunning. It's Jason Reitman, the son of Ivan Reitman, who directed and produced the first 2 Ghostbusters movies. So it looks like it's got everything going for it. And we know that Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Sigourney Weaver, and Ernie Hudson are all returning. Sadly, of course, Harold Ramis won't be. But it looks like maybe Harold Ramis is the grandfather of these kids. So that's cool. It's all connected. And you know this film's going to have a cool moment where the Ghostbusters get back together to try and save the day. And I can't wait to see that moment. Hopefully there is some humor in there. Hopefully there are some jokes in there. And the jokes hopefully won't be as slapstick or ridiculous as the 2016 Ghostbusters. Because, well, that was bad. But yeah, this film has everything going for it. Fingers crossed it just gets it right. And I think based on this first trailer alone, it looks like it's doing that. But those are my most anticipated films of 2020. Let me know in the comments down below what your most anticipated films are. And of course, go onto Twitter and Instagram, follow me at @the_Grant Burton. But most importantly, subscribe to my channel. The more subscribers I get, the more content like this I can make. Until next time though, thanks for watching.